Scott Kohr, County Director, Lebanon County Veterans Affairs, I'm sorry.
So effectively, while we're here, is a constituent brought to our attention that there was a box store that wouldn't approve a veteran's discount for him. They were looking for him to have some sort of ID card. So once I started to dig through this, I found that you know, it was kind of a common problem. So much that other counties surrounding us have implemented this program. So once we you know, figured out that this was the avenue that we wanted to go down, I got Scott involved, and for those, just a little bit of background, Scott used to work in the recorder's office, so he does have some insight on what the program is and how to implement it. The proposal is basically for a veteran's ID card, which I gave you guys so you could check it out. The one request that I did get from the treasurer's office is maybe to have on there if they are 100% disabled, because that would help them then with the fishing licenses and the
hunting licenses.
Hunting licenses.
But they still have to get that paperwork from Scott
Okay.
before we can issue those, I think.
So we're,
That is correct.
but we're in the process now of, so what we did was we had the company, Card Data Systems, come in and give us like a presentation. And effectively, you know, when we saw what it did, you know, we think that this is the best avenue forward. Now, you know, I wasn't really intricately involved in our budget for last year because I was appointed. So I'm here to ask the commissioners to implement this because it's just a make sense thing, and you know, for the veterans of Lebanon County. And I think that's fine.
I only found out about the program in July. I was unaware of it. I don't know if Rob had known about it. We never talked about it. When I found out about it, I actually approached the Recorder of Deeds about it, and with everything going on down there at that time, it kind of just was like, we don't really have the manpower to do it, and it was kind of dropped.
And then that's why it's important now, because you know, Scott can you know, is weaving in and out of the offices regardless, because he's checking, you know, certain things to verify. So you know, having it there and having Scott being able to help us implement it really won't take a lot of manpower out of our office. That's the thing. So
maybe three things. One thing that went unmentioned, I think, is if there's a question as to why is the Recorder of Deeds involved with this. The DD-214s, which is the discharge document,
correct,
from the military, are recorded and maintained in the Recorder of Deeds office. So
yeah, so any veteran can come in
involvement
with their DD-214 and have it recorded. Most of the veterans in Lebanon County, we've probably already encouraged to do that.
Yes.
But you know, if they don't have their DD-214 recorded, we're going to encourage them to bring that as well. And we also want to let everyone know that it's not implemented yet, and we will do some sort of release once it is fully implemented. So you can't come in tomorrow and hope for an ID.
Just to follow up on what Scott said, referring to, you know, last July and so on, if everyone recalls, there was a vacancy in the office downstairs, so it was without a Recorder of Deeds.
Correct.
You know, for parts of last year. You mentioned about the 100% disabled. So only if someone's 100%, you'll look into seeing if you can put it on there. It won't be a percentage less than that. It's just
No.
the 100% is what's
Only
important.
100%. Yeah.
I would like to talk to you a little bit about that,
Yeah.
Sally, too, because
Yeah.
there's some other situations, because sometimes, and I had a veteran yesterday who is only temporarily 100%. I mean, these things could change,
Okay.
depending
So
on the
you'll have to-
situation.
you'll have to
So
work
I
through
don't
that.
know if we
Okay.
want to put
And
that
it's-
on the card.
Yeah, and as far as the treasurer's office, sometimes they could be 60 or 70% and get a reduced fee license
Okay.
instead of
I
a
didn't
free
realize
one.
that either.
So there's a lot of different,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
situations that could
Yeah.
come up.
And they have to come to me anyway for the letter, so it
Yeah.
might be best just to leave it the way
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think so
Simple.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the girls must have told Ben that. I didn't know that was coming. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But I don't think we should do that.
Okay.
And then the last thing you just had mentioned about the budget. So the reason, one of the main reasons you're here is that you don't have the funds in the 2019 budget in your department, and so this is a significant overage for your department.
Exactly.
Because you don't have a big budget.
Yeah, and
I just wanted to clarify that, those are all my
yeah,
questions.
yeah, and then that's, you know, the reason that I'm here is because I think it's not really although the computer will be in my office, it's not really a recorder of deeds kind of function. So that's why I'm here to kind of ask if the commissioners, you know, can you know, pay for it based on the fact that it's a county-wide thing. It's not really a recorder of deeds.
It's really a veteran affairs expense, isn't it? Sure, you could look at it that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it benefits veterans, so.
Okay, then let's ask, do you have it in your budget?
Absolutely not. So, but
Which is why we're here.
I just made a logical shift there, thinking we'd get the right answer.
But in my research, in all the other counties that do have it, and there is only 4 counties, and with us being one of them, that do not have this program implemented, it is through the Recorder of Deeds office.
It is. That is
So-
true. And I'm not going to tell a veteran hop in your car and drive to Lancaster when, you know, this is.
But unfortunately, that's what I have been doing. If they want the veterans ID cards, they have to either go to Dolphin, Lancaster, or Berks to get the ID card. But then you still have the issues with the one store that Dan had mentioned. I had one from Bucks County, and the store would not honor it because it didn't say Lebanon County Veterans.
For the most part, it seems to me that a verbal is honored, you know, a veteran.
In most cases, that's
But
correct.
there, again, obviously you're here because there are those cases where, whether it's a corporate rule for that particular retail establishment or whatever, they have to provide an ID.
Yeah, and just for the record, I did go to the store and I talked to the manager, but he's an employee. I mean, he can't change their policy.
Could you clarify for me, is this all veterans, like National Guard and
This would
active
just be
duty
for
only?
active veterans who served at least 90 days of active duty.
90 days, okay,
Yeah.
and in all branches, but
Yes.
that includes then the National Guard if they've been,
If they were activated
Employee.
by the federal
Okay.
government, correct?
okay, very good. I know that's always a question I
Yes,
hear,
yes.
and I thought we should be clear on that from the beginning. And I appreciate and also commend you both for working together to work on this program to bring it to us because for one reason or another, it didn't come before us before that I'm aware of. And this is an honor and a privilege to be able to facilitate this. I see it'll cost us between $4,000 and $5,000 to implement, but I think our veterans deserve that, and I'd be honored to make a motion to move this forward.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll second the motion, but I think we need to address, and it's not a massive amount of money, but where will we?
Well, I mean, I would authorize if, not me, I'm saying for you guys. The part of the motion would be to authorize the additional expenditure in the Recorder of Deeds office. You know, he would either take that office over budget or when, at the end of the year, when everything washes out, there could have been.
See where we're-
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find it somewhere.
I don't know.
Sally just had a,
We haven't used it lately. Anybody hasn't requested anything, but possibly could it come out of record improvement
that would be.
money that the county has?
If you would allow us to do that from your departments that's collected.
No, it's the money that the county receives from the recorder's
Yeah,
office.
except the difference is the Recorder of Deeds has their own record improvement fund. So,
Yeah. Okay, but the county has one too.
yes. But I think the law recognized the Recorder of Deeds having their own. And so if you use the counties for a Recorder of Deeds record improvement expenditure,
He's
you
right.
should be using your own.
That is true.
Well, we can sort all that out.
But
Yeah.
It's
it's a good idea.
Good point, thank you. And this is just to prove that we will go forward with this. It's not to say we're ready for it, as you mentioned, don't show up.
Exactly, yeah.
But this is to prove the money to make the process start today, to get us with the program.
And we plan on doing an adequate job of rolling it out.
Do you, I'm sorry,
Okay.
do you have an approximate time frame to purchase and implement this program? 30 days, 90 days?
I would say 60.
60 days? Okay.
Okay. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any other comment? Scott?
Yes, so the money this year was taken care of. What about in following years? Is this gonna come out of
You
my
have to put
budget?
it in your
Or,
budget.
and then it's just a matter of who I mean, I don't care, I just need to know. Or is
Maintenance.
that something we need to talk about?
For cards and maintenance and
Yeah,
stuff.
it
Okay.
shouldn't be,
Probably.
you know, as significant as this.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
We'll probably work into years.
okay.
Good question.
Does the VA issue these cards?
They have the VA, the medical cards if you get enrolled there, but stores won't honor them because spouses can also get a VA medical card, and obviously they're not veterans, so.
Okay, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved. You have your program, and thank you for bringing it to our attention, and we're happy to be part of it.
All right, very much,
Commissioner.
appreciate it,
Thank
thank
you.
you.